Hello and welcome. What can only be described as Fallout 4, a video game about
Out here, you gotta take things one day at a time.
that. No, really, it's a game about Fallout. But basically, lots of people died, and then some people survived, and then this sort of stuff came out of it. I'm not going to show you this place today. What I am going to show you is Red Rocket Truck Stop. Oh, now you see it. There you go. It's rendering in because there's quite a lot of shit it's got to render. Oh, that was a big old fucking tear. Here we go. It's rendered. So this is Red Rocket Truck Stop. That was quite cool actually that it rendered in like that because you could see. Look at that. It's like 30 frames around here. Jesus. This is Red Rocket Truck Stop. I have built it up. So here are the people here, and then this is a full lived-in player home settlement. My player home, to be exact. Now, I have used two mods for this. I've used Place Anywhere, and I've used Ussie Decorator to decorate things. You probably guess that I've used Ussie Decorator though, because there are quite a lot of decorations about. There's a front door and a back door. I'll take you in the front door, which looks to be open. Here it is at the front.
You know what I call a good day? One that ends without an empty stomach.
The front door here, you can already see inside, but guy here. Open the door into the main living area. Also, there's a corridor you can go down to go into another room. But this is the main living area slash sort of workshop area as well. We'll close this up. And this is my living room. Sort of a living room for me and the, people like Preston Garvey, for example, who might... Why is that just on the floor? Oh dear. Oh, we'll put that there, I guess. My travellers that I travel with to come in and have a chat and invite people over. There's a radio there. You'll notice something about the settlements that I build. There aren't many televisions in them because I haven't got any mods or anything to make televisions work. So I don't think there's really any point because there's no televisions around. No television signal, and I haven't got a mod to make them work. This is my chair here, as you can probably tell, with a cigar, Vault-Tec keys, and a Vault-Tec bobblehead there, a broken thing, what was that? A lamp there, sort of a thing to put your feet on, a poof. And then this chair here this was for Nick Valentine, because he was like the first dude that I travelled with basically, and that's where he sat. I sort of based most of this off sort of Sherlock Holmes style 1800s sort of thing, also with a modern twist because obviously it's all sort of 1950s style stuff in Fallout, I guess. 1950s, 1960s sort of style in Fallout. Some paintings, a drugs thing up there for some reason, a jukebox, tool chests with nothing in them, workbenches. I like this chair in front of this workbench. I've got a massive, a huge bomb there, nuke you can use. McCready's going to sit there apparently. Main workbench, yeah. Press V, go into the workbench there. And then obviously, because of the Place Anywhere mod, I've got a load of wooden floors. They aren't perfect, because I kind of like the style not being perfect, because the entire thing really in Fallout, that nothing's really perfect, so sort of nailed together, sort of higgledy-piggledy. Turn the generator off as well, so they don't actually need that. Does make a light work? I can't remember which one now. I can't remember. There's something that it does. I can't remember what it does. It does something. But I also like the idea that it's powering the door, because it looks like it is, and that seemed very like cool to me. Going out of here, we're going to go into the main settlement area. This is basically most. Yeah, well, shut up! I'm trying to do a fucking settlement thing, aren't I? This is basically one of the. Past this point here is sort of my area, and sort of settlement people can also come in here, obviously, but scavengers come in here with the scavengers stations. No mod for those, make them look cool. I could download a mod to make them look cool. All my scavengers are sort of built up in armor as well, which is quite cool. I thought that was quite a cool idea. They're also wanderers of the wasteland, so they must be built up in armor. This is the sort of armory slash place where anyone can really keep anything. There's scraps, bars of whatever that is, cloth, these things, nuclear material for some reason, a mini nuke, acid oil, some more scraps, a ball, some crystals, a PCB, looks sort of a bit like an old graphics card or an old expansion card for like Ethernet or something. It looks like Ethernet. It looks like they just sort of took a picture or something and put it in the game. I think it's been like an advanced targeting card or something. They're all modification cases, I think, something like that. Anyway, but yeah, they look quite cool. I think these look quite cool. I think obviously these are something to do with mini nukes, but I thought they looked quite cool as well, so I put them there. I never noticed things about this, but the Rocket Truck Stop does have little doors already installed in the thing, and I didn't realise that, and I stuck a door on there without realising that, but now I've got 2 doors there. So, you know, what's the problem? It does look a bit silly, and you might get stuck in here, but I don't mind. I thought the white door looked quite cool there. We'll go into the main bar area. That's another traveller there. Preston Garvey's there. He's going to complain about. Oh god, I need to download a mod to show everyone up. But yeah, this is the main bar area. Sheffield.
How dangerous look about you.
You've
Hope
got-
you ain't here for me.
Yeah, I'm here for you.
It's like I can finally think straight.
Sheffield's here, you know, he's off meds, he's off whatever he was on, having a good time, dressed in a nice, a sort of nice slacks and.
You hear about that farm run by ghouls?
Shut up.
Not something.
Yeah, it's
I
cool.
gave up alcohol after
Alright, I need to stop talking to these guys. Yeah, he's dressed in like a cool hat, slacks, and a waistcoat. The other guy over here, he's dressed in a nice suit, you know. Annoying. Going around the back of here, we have a cooking station for settlers.
drink that wakes me up.
So these guys to use. There's a vending machine, an ice cooler. There's a silver plate in it. Apparently, I don't know why there's a silver plate in there. Drinks on here that they sell, sort of advertising the drinks. There's some corn, a weighing thing, whatever that is. A Nuka-Cola thing, which is completely empty, which phases through the cooking stove, which is nice. Table there. I thought that table looked quite cool. I'm thinking about putting some drinks on there and stuff to so they can give to people. Also using OC Decorator and Place an Ale mod to put drinks into here, which I think are quite cool, which I haven't done yet. Going up onto the catwalk over here, there is this woman here. She is dressed in Minutemen outfit with full clad armor, because she is a protector of the Red Rocket Truck Stop. Over here, that guy again, you can go all the way along the catwalk. There's a provisioner out there with all that stuff. Going over here, past here, I kind of like those plants there. There's another guard's watch here, but nobody's on here for some reason. I don't think I have enough guards. or something. And then there's a wire going all the way up here. This is basically where most of the power comes from for this settlement here. You have to really try and get in over there if you want to get in. But yeah, a lot of power. Generators there, which is quite cool, obviously. And then down there, let's go down there, there's some crops. Oh, facing through the wall. There's some crops and Paladin Dance, who I have nicked half of his half of his power suit off, but I think it looks quite cool like that. That's how my power armor suit used to look, and I sort of nicked half of his XO1 power armor because I needed it. Well, I wanted it anyway, I didn't need it. Yeah, these are all corn crops. Codsworth there, who's always lived with me, he just hangs around here. Some corn crops. These are all harvested by people in the settlement.
Need to get back to Diamond City.
Shut up.
Biggest town I ever saw.
It is a cool sound though. Going through the red door at the back, there's the Brahmin here, which hang out here. And there's more crops here being farmed yeah, by the settlers here. See what he has to say.
Going pretty good lately.
Oh, I'm glad. Another farmer here, he's a cool guy. The farmer there, she's
Hey,
cool.
Dad, it's like everyone has hope. Like everything's just gonna be okay.
Yeah, dude.
Farming is honest.
I have to jump over here, or I could go around the other way, but I always jump over there. Going up onto the second floor here is basically living quarters and some other stuff, but yeah, basically living quarters. Yeah, so these are beds down here. There's always, I always tend to put some chairs, and that's a rug. The lights are always on in here. I haven't got a light switch for up here. I have upstairs, and I'll show you that. That's quite cool. These are all beds for settlers that live here. Going upstairs is basically nothing there, and then this is the first tower. So yeah, here we go. In here is a jukebox playing music. Obviously, that's what jukebox do. Everyone has this nice bed. There's sort of a an area for people to use as a, I don't know, some toothpaste in there. So obviously people use that to brush their teeth. There's a cool box there. Yeah, this is basically sort of a desk slash work area that you might want to use for any kind of work that you do here. Another chill out area with different types of chairs. These blue chairs, they're quite cheap, so I use them quite a lot apparently. You notice each bed in this living quarters has a table. Ooh, fusion cells. Thank you very much. I tried to make it a little bit different for each person's bed, imagining that they'd moved in, they'd brought suitcases and all kinds of foot lockers and whatnot with them, and they moved on the back of like a Brahmin or something. So suitcases for this person, 3 of them. This person already carried a foot locker with them. This is a quite big chest here, metal box apparently. This person has 1 suitcase, travelling light. This person has a massive steamer trunk at the end of their bed. And each person has a, oh, more fusion cells. I never noticed. They fill up, do they actually fill up their stuff? That's cool. I never noticed it. I never noticed they filled up their cabinets. So yeah, they fill up their cabinets, that's cool. So the suitcase there, steamer trunk, wooden crate, and then this person has quite a lot of foot lockers. Well, 2 of them. That person has a foot locker there. I think some people actually have a foot locker under their bed. No, they don't. Then this person is control of the light switch in the room, which turns most of the lights off. Some of them stay on, because you're living in the Commonwealth. You don't really want to be having all the lights off at night. It's a dangerous place to be. So the lights are back on there. McCready's following me around. There's a smoking area, sort of here, which is completely, sort of completely out of the way. And a mat there. Going down, you can see all of my defences here. Another Another lovely medium generator there. All of these defences. And I do have quite a lot of windmills as well, so, you know, I try and make it so it's easy.
Freedom's always worth fighting for.
Yeah, cool. I try and make it nice and easy for.
We should make
I tried to make this settlement completely renewable energy, which would be quite nice, obviously, but it just didn't happen. Preston Garvey walking down the stairs there. So then here we go to the second tower, which is there's a, nice. There's a television there. Quite a lot of beds in here. These people, for some reason, they have, I don't know why I give them less stuff, but these all have coolers for some reason. Then again, a nice sort of chill out area. And a flag there that person's put up, but each of them do have a cabinet above their bed this time, as well as next to their bed with nothing in it, and then to remind them that they're part of the Minutemen as well. So that's a Minuteman thing. Oh, what's that? Flip lighter. Right, here we go. So this is the bar slash restaurant. I'm sorry, I didn't want to give you blisters. So yeah, going around the back of here, there's a cigarette machine with 2 packets of cigarettes in there. There's a technical document in this cabinet for some reason in the restaurant, probably a technical document for a really nice recipe, of course. Then cooking stoves for the chef here, the one person that works in this restaurant. She works quite hard, obviously. Then if you want some kind of grilled food, you can grill it on this barbecue instead of cooking it in here. There is a singular sort of pork chop looking type thing there, and there's plates. This is also, they've each got a fork and a bowl for some reason there. Yeah. Waiting area for if you're waiting. Piper, can you shut up? Where are you even? This person for some reason can smoke while they're here. This person has no fork. They have no forks. They have no forks. They have no forks or knives. And then there's some cool carpets as well as you come upstairs. Further on upstairs, yes, you do have to go to the restaurant if you do live up here. But imagine if you live up here, you are probably quite wealthy anyway, because this is basically the 3 penthouses. There is also a wire that you have to duck under every time you come up if you are a real person, but I'm not, so I can walk through it because I can phase through it, unless it chops my face off every time I walk through it. They have their own generator for power, well, 2 generators for power. They also sort of have control of the settlement beacons, all 3 of them. I don't know why I have 3 of them. I thought if I have more, it might attract more settlers, I think. I don't think it does, but I'm a little bit uncertain if it does or not. I need to do that experiment to see if it does, although you can fall down from here if you are slightly incompetent. Going in the first house here, there's 2 beds, cooking stove, chill out area, and a bin. So this is sort of really like an actual home. Another chill out area, 2 beds right next to each other, maybe a couple live here, you know. And their cooking stove and an end table. Their own, I think it's a missile launcher type gun. Yes, a missile turret. And then going in here, there's 2 beds, sort of a chill out area, 2 cooking stoves as well. I don't know why they have 2 cooking stoves. Maybe they like to cook for each of them, these people. And then there's a little sort of ottoman there that you can pull out and use for your legs. Also a nice little flowery carpet. Going back downstairs now, which I will cut out, and I will just take it back downstairs. With a look at the front there with the 2 towers at the top. There is some more power there with renewable energy. This is our provisioner that stays here in front if anyone's passing by for a nice store. Obviously, you can come out here for a chill out, for a smoke or whatever, you know. Sit in the chairs here and chill out with some friends, you know. Even after the fallout, you know, having fun is important. Going through here. Oh, hello there. Right.
trick with water pumps is to find a good spot.
Spot for them.
Someplace you can dig down.
That's the OC dispenser there, which is quite useful. Obviously, never really used it though. This is my power armor room now, with a weapon, with an armor workbench for weapons. I'd love it as sort of power armor set there with a lot of junk power armor, basically. Yeah. Then we have the Minuteman T45 power armor suit that I sort of made here. It's got a T60B sort of parts and stuff, but that's really got a shit leg. Then another one here, which is a T45B as well, T45B helmet, T60B arm, Minuteman power armor. Then that is my old power armor there for when I worked with the what are they called? I forgot. The Brotherhood of Steel power armor there. Of course, the highest level you can get. Ha ha ha. And that is my personal set of power armor there. Mostly XO1, but I think the right or left leg isn't. Oh no, wait, what? Oh no. It's all XO1. Oh no, Honor isn't XO1. That's from a shop that I bought it from. I think on the Poopin actually. So yeah, he's got a bit of Brotherhood stuff in him. And then that there is my old personal set of power armor with a jetpack back on, but I couldn't afford it for this one, or I haven't been able to afford it yet. Probably could afford it now, but I haven't tried. Going out of the power armor room into, now this is possibly my favourite bit. This is my personal room in here. Here we go. Right, floating newspapers. That's how you know it's good. Right, so over here we have my desk with everything on it. Some shotgun cells in the desk. I don't know why. A sort of camera there. A toy on the top of these books here. An ashtray. Stim pack. A watch there. Books. Targeting card. Caps. The Silver Shroud gun. Newspapers and stuff. I figured that he's been asleep for a very long time. He's got to catch up with the news, even though the war's ended. Although Piper is a news reporter and she reports the news in the Commonwealth. There's an old antique globe there, which I think looked quite cool. And then obviously some colonial art on the wall. Colonial? I think it's colonial. Lamp, a desk, fan, lots of books, bureau over here, a nice comfy chair, a nice comfy mat on the floor. I think there's a few calling cards, because obviously I basically am the Silver Shroud, minus the hat. I don't like the hat. The hat looks weird. Ashtray, some Mr. Handy Fuel for what's he called? Codsworth, Mr. Handy Fuel for Codsworth when he runs out of fuel eventually. Never does though, because obviously he's not allowed. And then here is miscellaneous bits and bobs just chilling out on the bureau there. Minuteman General's uniform plus. I don't know why it says plus, but I like wearing the Minuteman General's uniform. Books and stuff on there. There are returns to the. I think one day I will install a mod that allows me to put Minuteman General's uniform on like a stand. That'd be quite cool. Jangles the Moon Monkey there, stood up by himself. There's a packet of cigarettes on the thing there. Television, broken television, and then this is where I basically keep all of my shit. Well, most of the shit anyway. Packet of cigarette holder there with a packet of cigarettes in it. Speech bubble head, and charisma bubble head. I have quite a lot of charisma on this character. It's very important. And then this doohad here, reflex capacitor. Then my bed, which I built without any modifications. I built, well, with modifications obviously, but basically just a load of stuff put together. towels on the floor, a nice rug, and that's basically it. Oh, and an automatic, autotronic. Oh, and a lot of stuff on those shelves there. And obviously Halloween's coming up at this point, so I have some Halloween decorations facing into the wall. And that's basically it. Anyway, thank you very much for watching today. I really enjoyed actually recording this video and showing you around this lived-in settlement. If you'd like me to show you around Starlight Drive-In, which is another settlement I recently built in Fallout 4, then please do. It's not finished yet though, so I will probably finish it, decorate it with the OC Decorator, and then I will show you around if you'd like that. But thanks very much for watching today. If you did enjoy the video, please like and subscribe. You don't have to like. I know a lot of people use the like system for like a playlist for music. I do that. There we are. But please do give a note or subscribe or something, or I don't know, or whatever people do these days on YouTube. Thank you very much, and goodbye.